The pair of baby saiga antelope, just 3 hours old. Mom hid them in the grass. Went to graze alone. Spring breeze and rain dye the Eurasian steppe green. Birds singing in the distance. The faint scent of green grass wafts in the air. The antelope herd is about to leave here to find the freshest grass. The twins stood up with Tae Ranji, lean and slender limbs, as if made for a lifetime of migration. They call to their mother and throw themselves into its arms. Mother and son reunite, the warm scene is moving. Antelopes and mammoths coexisted during the Ice Age. They survive today thanks to their big noses. Highly protruding nasal cavity is like a humidifier, heating and humidifying the inhaled air to adapt to the cold climate of the plateau. Because antelope horns are used as precious medicinal materials, hunted by humans, they have grown from more than 1.3 million in 1960, sharply reduced to less than 10,000 now. Hello everyone. Welcome to our channel. This program lets us walk into the grassland together. Experience the thrilling natural legend. Grasslands appear when there is not enough rainfall to support forests. The amount of rainfall required for grassland growth has the potential to pour down in a day. 300 millimeters of heavy rainfall beat the animals blind. After the rain, the Okavango Delta gets a makeover. Grasslands flooded with stagnant water, vigorous herb, quickly jump out of the water and embrace the sun. With water and light, they keep growing like crazy. But this scene of prosperity, it's a problem for lions. Although there are abundant aquatic plants and abundant prey, but they're not good at hunting in the water. Lion cub has never seen water before. They are curious and scared. The lioness is responsible for not only giving birth to babies, but also raising them. The kids have been hungry for days. Today, they are bound to win. Vigorous grasses attract thousands of buffalo. March forward in groups, strong and aggressive. Animals that lions can kill. Buffaloes are the most dangerous. The largest bulls weighed a ton, heavier than 5 lionesses combined. Seeing the lions approaching, the bull not only did not run away. There is still a light in the eyes. Relying on its large size, it has the characteristics of fearlessness. But obviously, it underestimated the determination and fighting power of the lions. A lioness lures her foe head-on. Its sister leaps up and attacks from behind. The bull keeps turning and turning in circles. Want to get rid of the lioness. The lioness wants to put the bull on the ground. But the swamp is so slippery they can't take advantage of it. This close fight went on for a long time. In the end, the two sides fell into a stalemate. Bull getting weaker. Lions are also showing signs of fatigue. Now is the double test of physical strength and perseverance. Lioness chief stings on bull's back like a blood-sucking leech. No matter how the bull shakes, it will not let go. Bite off the bull's spine to make it fall to the ground. The bull threw the lioness down with all his might. Although I kept this old life, but it has already been bitten bloody, miserable. It seems that encountering natural enemies is not strong. It's wise to run away as soon as possible. African savannas during the rainy season. Vigorous vitality everywhere. Humming tigers have to catch up with the food abundance period to supplement nutrition. It's very good at catching insects in flight. But the insects all hid in the grass and stayed still. Hummingbirds are too small to drive them out. Ever since, it thought of a trick to scare the grass and scare the insects. To realize this plan, have to choose a suitable car. This gray-necked heron duck looks good. The hair on the back of its head looks like a heron. The fat body is like a big tungsten bird. Of birds known to fly, gray-necked heron tungsten dominates the wait list. Adult males can even grow up to 20 kilograms. With its huge body, it must be able to blast some flying insects. The hummingbird is finally eating. But competitors come unexpectedly, deliberately disrupt its plans. Fortunately, a group of ostriches arrived in time. They both flew over at the same time. Almost every ostrich carries a hummingbird on its back. The scene looks a little funny. Ostriches don't want to give them a ride, waved their wings to drive them away. These unwelcome speculators, waiting patiently for the ultra-luxury top-equipped car. I don't see my body, I hear my voice first. Domineering elephant appears. Its body is like a tank. Walk through the grass. It will surely startle countless flying insects. Humming eater keeps close to elephant. Closely observe every move in the grass. Once an insect flies up, they will strike quickly, although the competition is fierce. But with the help of the king of the land, all hummingbirds can eat well, as long as the weather conditions are suitable. Herbs can be in just a few days. Complete the whole process from germination to flowering. This is a speed that woody plants cannot match. A green grass is like a miniature fruit tree for the creatures that live in. These grasses are as tall as a rainforest and green onions. A nest mouse built a small treehouse here. Food is plentiful at this time. It depends on who can get there first. Eat grass, eat flowers. Enjoy the scenery, bask in the sun. Nothing could be more pleasant than this. Bend a blade of grass and build a bridge. The elongated tail also acts as a sling. Like the rainforest, the tastiest food in the grass mostly grows at the top of the plant. Benefits often come with risks. The higher you climb, the easier it is to expose yourself. It was spotted by a bunker number flying low. The nest mouse turned and turned downwards, ready to escape. At the last moment of the tank's hovering and diving, the little nest mouse let go of its tail and made an emergency landing. Although the landing posture is a bit wolf-fox. But I saved my life. As a rat, one is either afraid of birds or cats. In a withered grass, a big cat is looking for prey. Look at its tall limbs, streamlined build and black markings. Thought it was a ferocious cheetah, but the white stripes on the ears gave it away. It is actually a beautiful and elegant counting cat. It's looking for a small marsh rat. The little marsh rat is very slippery. It knows that continuous movement will reveal its whereabouts. Therefore, a combination of dynamic and static tactics was adopted. Once spotted, choose a short distance burst charge. Then quickly hide. The ears of counting cats are round and big, capable of capturing the tiniest of sounds. Gradually, it approached its prey, gently wagging its tail, ready to go. A leap and a dive misses nothing. Followed by the second time, the third time? It's been a long game of cat and mouse. The little marsh rat finally relies on the grass for cover. Successfully escaped. If you are lucky, the cat can catch a dozen cats a day. But today, it can only starve. Prairie life gets tougher as drought intensifies. Predator in torment. Herbivores live by water. More than 2 million wildebeest roam the East African savanna. But they are not alone. Gia's weaving sparrows fly here together, while looking for fresh grass. Also consider reproduction. This male bird wants to mate. It is graced by beautiful breeding plumage. Many male birds in nature can sing and dance, both romantic and coquettish. The male weaver finch is no exception. Coincidentally, it also builds the stage. It needs a flat ground and a central set. Busy for a long time. Surround stage is finally done. The advantage of male birds with houses is more obvious. The female bird is standing on a branch and jumping far away. Unexpectedly, the competitor jumped out first. The female bird's eyes are completely attracted by it. For love. The male bird also imitates the opponent and jumps up. But obviously the opponent is more skilled than it. The height of the jump is also far better than it. Not to be outdone, the male bird decided to compete with his opponent. Two male birds kept jumping in the grass, not only to jump higher than anyone else. Let's see who can dance longer. The tense and happy atmosphere is contagious. So all the male birds jumped up. After several rounds of competition, the weak ones withdrew from the competition one after another. Their strong operation stunned the baboons. In the end, the housed male attracts lovers with sincerity and stamina. What follows is a romantic game of hide and seek. The male bird is half exposed, half hidden, looking for the right time. Got his wish at the last moment. This trick is exactly the same as the yellow-crowned bowerbird. It's just that the two are thousands of miles apart. I don't know how to make it possible for teachers to come from the same school. The East African savanna supports thousands of herbivores. They eat millions of tons of grass every year. However, there is a biological impact on the grassland, much larger than the sum of all other animals. Wherever there is grass on Earth, there are them. The most outstanding of these is the army of leafcutter ants. Some plants have very hard leaves, difficult for herbivores to digest. Tiny leafcutter ants can collect on a large scale. Although they are small in size, they are numerous. The collected leaves are put into the storage room. Fungus feeds on rotting leaves, and the leafcutter ants feed on the fungus. Just this one ant colony. More than 500 kilograms of grass can be collected every year. And ant colonies like this one spread across the globe in the billions. Their impact on grasslands is immeasurable. In northern Australia, the hard work of termites is reflected in the building. They build anthills up to 3 meters high, and it's all north-south. So much so that they are called compass termites. Anthills stand in the open space. It looks like a large cemetery from a distance. In contrast, termite mounds in South America, it doesn't look so rash anymore. Giant anteater creates anthill with sharp claws. Stick your 60 centimeters tongue in. It's all slime and full of tiny hooks. They can devour tens of thousands of termites every day. And the greatest test of the North American prairies, it's the extreme cold weather in the middle of winter. Withered grass gradually wears frost armor. Soon it will be buried under the snow. Although the bison is frozen, it does not carry hunger. Walking in the thick snow is exhausting itself. For a bite of hay, they have to rely on a strong head and neck, arched more than 1 meter thick snow. The red fox's food is also hidden under the snow, but it won't stand still like grass and wait for it to eat. Red fox following the trail of prey, zipping around in the snow. I suspect that's how its face is sharpened. After working hard for a long time, I still haven't eaten any meat. The red fox decides to try his luck among the bison. Digged places may be easier to find food. It has firm eyes and light hands. Every step counts. The red fox's sense of hearing and sense is unimaginable to humans. Even with thick snow blocking, it can also recognize objects in the air and recognize the location by listening to the sound. At this very moment, the red fox's sensory cells are functioning super strong. Concentration is high, the brain is also spinning rapidly. It is predicting the escape route of the prey. In an instant, it jumped up and struck out with precision. A field mouse instant for its lunch. Although it is not big, it is better to eat meat than grass. Its magic operation stunned the bison. Spring returns to the earth, all things recover. Kai Kai Bingshui returned the occupied territory to the grassland. Caribou live near the North Pole. When the grass sprouts, there are more than 70,000 baby arc deer. Will be born in a few days. Fawns must quickly increase their physical strength after birth, because the arc deer migration is about to begin. All fawns must be prepared. Born only one day, it's running speed. A sprinter who has already surpassed a human. This is the innate instinct of herbivores. A few days later, the deer herd began to gather. Almost every doe has a baby. Follow mother closely, it is the little deer's magic weapon for survival. They run on the vast and infinite meadow. Started a massive migration. But no matter where the herbivores go, there are predators all around. The Arctic wolf has been waiting for a long time. It must take advantage of the deer passing through the territory. Seize the opportunity to feast. The more fat you store, the more hope you have for survival. With so many prey, it doesn't need to be polite. Arctic wolf charges into herd of deer. Chased out a fawn. It locks on to its target and runs towards its prey at a speed of 60 kilometers per hour. although the fawn is only a few weeks old. But its speed and endurance are significantly stronger than its natural enemies. Gradually, the Arctic wolves were a little helpless. The venison in the mouth is gone. The survival drive of herbivores is astonishing. Arctic wolves want hunting success. I'm afraid we'll have to use wolf pack tactics. Grasslands occupy 1/4 of the land area. For the survival of humans and animals, provide essential natural resources. Mother Grassland has a broad heart. Despite its countless multiply, gallop thousands of miles.